Not gonna lie, guys. I don't want to do this right now. I really don't want to do this right now. But it's Friday, and we got to do the news. So, first of all, I want to say that Ohio lost a BMX legend last night. Ray Fairclough. If you knew him, you know why I'm like this right now. All I can say is that I am creating a video with all of the stuff that I can find with Ray. And, I don't know, man. Life sucks. And if we all lived like Ray did, it would be better. The latest bullshit controversy that I was going to talk about with Chris Doyle and Montana Ricky and what Ricky said in reference to Doyle, it doesn't matter, because when you have situations like this one with people like this dude, none of that matters. Your opinions on being sponsored and whatever, do whatever the fuck you want with your life. Ride to be sponsored, ride to work for a company. Do whatever you want. And that's exactly what Ray did. And to think that there's people out there who do nothing but talk negatively about everything going on and can't look at the positive because all they want to do is bitch about the negative, I feel bad for your life, man. Because that's the opposite of who Ray was. And that's just the truth. Ray treated every single person like they were his best friend. Everyone. You'd show up and he would just be stoked. Sending it and stoked. And it really sucks that that's not going to happen anymore. But you know what we can do? We can be... God damn. We can all be more like this dude. And that's all that matters. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think this is how this was gonna go. I'm not this dude. I normally can keep it together, but man. I am tougher by myself than I am on camera right now. It's pretty crazy, but I take pride in that. This is real. Just do your best in life to be like Ray. That's all I gotta say. And as Stoney said in the chat, with that being said, let's get into the news. Fuck that whole controversy. Chris Doyle is exactly where he deserves to be in life. And if you want to dwell on the negative and give bad examples and talk without thinking, it comes from a good place, but it's a bad way to present it, man. And that backlash is being felt right now. So, no, dude, we're good. We can do the news. Dustin Sigantnik, because this is me. I'm being real, and yeah, I just had to get that out. The winter grind, dude riding a ski bike. I'll be honest, I haven't watched. Actually, I should probably say I haven't watched anything yet, but I have compiled the news. I did it last night. And this guy, this is sick. Ski biking. I haven't seen much of it, but this video, it's linked in the description down below, as well as everything else I'm gonna talk about here in the order that I talked about it. So after that, there's a flyer for the Prodi. If someone can educate me on how to pronounce that, I've never actually known. But 23 years after Prodi 7 was released, the number 8 is out, filmed and edited by Clint Miller himself. 7 p.m. Friday, the 2nd of December. It's happening at a theater, and I think you have to get tickets for it. I'm not fully sure, but if you're in Australia, check it out. Jeff Mead, that ski bike 100% has a coaster. Anyways, moving on from there, the 2022 UCI World Championships are going down right now. Not right this second. Qualifying for the men happened this morning. Qualifying for the women, I believe, was yesterday. The Bloom has the qualifying results here, and the top 12 will be making it into the finals. So that is these ladies right here. Angie Marino, Paris, and Hannah Roberts, all from the USA, made it. And that is the country with the most, which is kind of cool. Charlotte Worthington qualified second, Hannah Roberts first, Paris in third. Moving on from there, we have, well, actually, the finals. Here's the schedule for the women. Warm-up and finals, this is when it's going down. This is using what we call military time, so that you don't have to go based on your time zone. At least I think that's how that works. I'm not actually sure, to be honest with you. But moving on from there, we have the website where you can find all of the information about everything to do with this as far as results and all this stuff goes. So there's Freestyle Park and Flatland and all the info for it. I have that linked in the description down below as well. Moving on from there, we have Colony's Slam Factory session as we go into the videos from this week. They're rated shortest into the longest. JDA, I don't think in the US we're going to have to change clocks anymore after next year. At least that's what I heard. But anyways, the shortest video of the year moving to the week moving to the longest video. Slam Factory session with Perico Felico, Jaden Fuller, Sam Grace, Clint Miller, Mickey B, and Kenny Raggett. Check that one out. Then we got a throwback. Corey Martinez 2005 Drop the Hammer section. It's a banger. The fact that Corey Martinez is 17 years later still putting out videos and riding at maybe even a level better than this is pretty incredible. I mean, there's people who are pro that are 17 years old, And Corey Martinez is putting out Hammer, Drop the Hammer section in 2005 when they were born, which is so wild. Next up, we got a video from Maddie Lagoidi fiending in something or another at Tenerife. A video with him. I don't know if it's an edit or what. Yeah, it's an edit. This guy, I think he makes YouTube videos and sessions and whatnot, so somebody to check out. They're not in English, as you could probably tell, at least from what I've seen. Next up, we got BSD Return of the Jam Unit 23 Part 2. We talked about Part 1 recently, and this is from... So the previous was from the Bowl Jam. This is from the Street Contest. Yeah, man. Daylight savings time doesn't matter. If you were here for the beginning of this, stuff like that's what matters in life. Next up, Sabrosa and Shadow Bodega Verse, which is like, I don't know what bodega means or bodega verse means, but it sounds cool. It sounds really cool. This one features Joris Colom, Bajarki, and Benny Gonzalez. And things are getting longer at this point. And here we have a much longer one. Frickin' Brock Rayford is a model. Look at this freaking picture. That's so crazy. He literally looks like he could just come straight out of a fashion magazine with that one. Don't mean to like do a tangent on that, but how can you think otherwise? And Billy's just like, I'm happy to be here. But Billy Perry and Brock Rayford playing a game of bike together. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'm sure it's sick. Next up, we got a video called Old Man 2022 with the Gaipo crew. I'm not sure how they say that either. If somebody could educate me on pronunciations, doing this news thing with pronunciations sucks. But this one is 17 minutes of purely park riding from Shredders, Savages, and Legends. So this is the old guys killing it. Man, the chat is like frozen or nobody's talking. I appreciate everybody for being in the chat and all the kind words earlier. Next up, we've got the Organized Crime BMX Jam highlights from Our BMX. This is a jam that went down in Las Vegas, and if you want something quite a bit longer, this is almost 25 minutes long. And after that, we've got all of the Kink 2023 Complete Bikes videos that bring us into the product section from this week. 12-inch all the way up to their, I believe they have a 26-inch. Thought they might have had a 29er, but 26-inch drifter and all of the 20-inch and smallers for everything in between. Next up, we have Product Insight with Van Homan from Source BMX. This is with the Odyssey R Series forks. After that, we get into some interview stuff from this week. Backbone BMX did a bike check video with Tyson Jones Penny. And this is a more interesting one because it's got disc brakes on the rear and a railed seat. And it's just a bike that is not like every other bike. Or it's unique, I should say. Looks like it's potentially has carbon rims on it even. So check that out if you want some insight into what looks like a trails machine based on this thumbnail, but I haven't had a chance to look at it, so I could be wrong. Next up, an interview with Nikita Ducaro on the Bloom BMX, the Lady Shredder website, on how BMX saved Nikita's life. So if you want a written interview to check out, definitely this is the one. Next up, a couple longer things. We have Unclicked Podcast with Brian Kaczynski talking all about rails. All kinds of different rail stuff. And what I saw from this, because I didn't get a chance to listen to it, was them raving over Rob DeQuattro grinding a kinked rail and then pull up bar spin icing down the next kink of it as the first half of the rail was literally falling over, which is crazy. But Brian Kaczynski is the definitive like rail person if there was ever gonna be one. Him or Van Homan, but Brian is just known for rails. Next up, Canode Nose with Aaron Ross. This one was in person and it's almost 3 hours long. 2 hours and 43 minutes. And they talked about so many different things, but I genuinely appreciate Aaron's take on the whole, like, I don't want to say money side of things, but like professional side of things, and supporting people who are just like, they're using these brand deals on Instagram and whatever to pay their bills and just make it as a BMX rider and make it in life. And he's got a really great and realistic perspective. So I like that. And they talked so much about riding and so many different things. Bobby Cano does a fantastic job navigating through interviews and just chatting with buddies, really. I mean, he's really a great person for what he's doing. And with that being said, Nate Powell is having a jam tomorrow at his ramp in Ohio. It's going to be like 40 degrees, so there's that. But that's what we've got for the news this week. I appreciate everybody being supportive and whatever. Through that beginning part, I thought that I could just do it and be fine. But you know what? Sometimes things happen and you're overwhelmed with emotion, but it's real, man. Ray, one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Always happy to see you. Always. He's killed it for years. We literally just talked, Noah and I, on a live stream this week about how much of a legend he is. He used to make finals in Dirty East contests and still doing stuff that people don't do today. How many years later? 15 years later? It's incredible. So if there's any advice you could have, just freaking be more like Ray Fairclough. It's that simple, man. And I appreciate all of you guys for being here and supporting me and doing exactly this. And I'm really happy that I film the way I do and document everything, because I have all of the footage from any time ever filming with Ray and when he was around. So what I'm going to do after this is spend a little bit more time. I was already doing it in creating a folder here and gathering some clips up with Ray and just put together something quick riding footage that I have. And I have some really cool stuff from sessions where just filming things, and this is part of why I do it. It's an unfortunate part of it, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before because it's happened before where someone passed and I had footage of that person and I can put it together and have that to remember instead of just memories. And that's exactly why, not the only reason why, but it's the memories of it is the biggest reason why I do what I do. And I'm really happy that I have all this footage to show. Sold out. I am assuming it was a motorcycle accident, but I don't quote me on that. Nobody quote me because I don't know. All I saw was something about a crash. So I don't know. Austin Lemley. I remember Ray's mom dropping him off at the park when he was 15. It was amazing how good he got. Seriously, just an incredible bike rider in person. And it's a bummer that there will never be another moment of Ray showing up and the entire room just like glowing because of his personality. It sucks. It sucks, and that's life, man. So cherish the people that you have, and make sure your friends know you care about them, and just ride and enjoy life with people for real. That being said, I am going to get to editing here, and just know I appreciate all of you. And if you ever see me in real life, say hi. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for a video. I don't know what video yet. I'm working on it. We'll see.